Hi, my name is Ilma, and I'd like to share my Psalm vlog today on Psalm 95, verses 1 to 12. Let us sing songs of praise. Oh, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hands are the depths of the earth. The heights of the mountains are his also. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. As on the day today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts, as at Meribah, as on the day at Massah in the wilderness, when your fathers put me to the test and put me to the proof, though they had seen my work. For 40 years I loathed that generation and said, they are people who go astray in their heart, and they have not known my ways. Therefore I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. Psalm 95, 1 to 11. Do you remember when you first experienced joy? When my son was born, I couldn't stop marveling at the miracle right in my arms. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. That rejoicing was something leaping out of my heart to thank the Lord for getting me through almost 8 hours of labor pains. It was a delight to see that the person I carried inside me is right in my arms. You can't help but thank a God who brings life. You want to shout out loud and sing songs of praises to him, just like this psalm focuses on how we need to focus on his greatness and constantly thank him with songs of praise and worship. Adoration. Praise be to the rock of our salvation, the greatest God and maker of all. Confession. Forgive me when I don't rejoice in all the big or little things you make. Thanksgiving. Thank you for the gift of life and all the provisions you give us. Supplication. May all believers never be lukewarm in praising the Lord and giving him all the laud that is due him. Reflection. How can we instill a rejoicing in our heart constantly? Well, if we have a complaining heart, it is going to be very difficult to rejoice. And that's why we have this song, Count Your Blessing, one by one. When we count our blessings, we shift the focus to our hardship into gifts, right? And I think I was 27 years old when I read the book of Norman Vincent Peale about the power of, can't remember exactly the title of but that changed my life. The power of affirmative thinking, I think, or positive thinking. But when I read that book, I started listing down the things that I receive each day. So count my blessings. So at first it was very hard because I was a very negative person and I always focused on the negative. But just probably a week after I started writing all the little things that I received, my attitude changed. My attitude became gratitude, and all my negative pessimism and complaining stopped. So up to now, I still do my counting my blessing. I still have a thank you diary that I kept. That was 27 years ago. I'm 60 now, so you do the math. And we deal with a spiritual enemy every day, and it could they do everything to pull us down, to make us not see God in everything. So in this verse, it says, let us sing songs of praise. One way that we can constantly rejoice is by singing out loud, or by declaring the good gifts that we have received from the Lord, because it says in John that everything that we get that is good is from the Lord. So when we start to focus on negative, maybe we should take a look and start singing songs of praise to the Lord. And I'm telling you that it will change the way you see things. So I encourage you to sing songs of praises. Worship is very important to God because when we worship, we acknowledge His presence, we acknowledge His greatness, we acknowledge that everything comes from Him, and then then we will not have all these lies that are shut to us, that we believe the lies that we can do things without Him, because it's a lie. We can't be anything without the Lord. So let us continue to worship Him. By singing songs of praises, we are exercising a choice that we are going to worship our Lord and that we will give Him praise. And that brings us blessings. Our joys will be more, and we will have a contentment that no other people will have. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at Ilma'S.com for artworks and photographs, for a copy of this vlog. And I'd encourage you to please subscribe to the channel of this YouTube channel, so that I could do more studies, videos, devotionals, and so that God can be praised. Thanks for watching. You are loved so much.